Hey, it's Tom from Pack Hacker, and in this video we are taking a detailed look at the Bellroy Laptop Caddy that I've been testing over the course of the last 3 weeks. If you like this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to our channel so we can keep bringing you content to help you travel smarter. Let's dive in. All right, so I really dig the fabric on the outside of this bag. Bellroy is always very mindful about the materials that they choose for their bags. It's got some good weather resistance and a very nice feel to it, paired with the AquaGuard zipper up here at the top. Again, good weather resistance. I walk with this thing in a light drizzle from my condo to the coffee shop about 6 blocks, and I felt totally confident, just brush the water off once I got inside. So it definitely does the job there. We have a Bellroy logo up here at the top, which is nice. And then, yeah, let's get into it. I mean, it's a little bit thicker. Like, there's some really good padding in here, but I would say this is a little bit thicker than a lot of other laptop sleeves that I've tested to date. And that's, I think, because it is designed to be a standalone sleeve that you kind of carry around, to and from meetings, which for me, I personally like to have straps on things. But if you're the type of person that just is in a big office campus or something like that, you can kind of just take this from meeting to meeting or whatever. Let's get onto the inside now. Opening it up horseshoe style. On Bellroy's product page, they like to call this presentation mode, which is you just fold the flap up and it kind of gets itself out of presentation mode if I just let it sit here for a while. I don't quite buy that as a feature. I mean, maybe if there was like a magnet here that like attached or something, and Bellroy always uses magnets. I'm surprised they didn't use one here. I guess it's staying pretty well this time. But before I would kind of flip it down and you could see it like rising up on its own a little bit. If there was like a strap or like a magnet here, I think it'd be a little bit more like sellable as presentation mode. But you can do this, get access to what's inside. If I show you, you can see how I've packed it out. So there's some kind of, this fabric comes out a little bit. You got some space in here. I've just got like a little outlet adapter here. On this side, I've got my Magic Mouse as well as like a charging brick from Anchor. So that's there. And then on this other side, I've got a couple of charging cables in there that I've coiled up and kind of put down to the bottom there. Pen on the inside too. I like that this is low enough to where that pen isn't sticking out, which is great. Very nice foam divider between the gear. Here's a little thing there if you want to pause and read that. And then I'll just pull the laptop out of here, set it off to the side. Now, one of the things that I noticed with this thing, I guess a little bit more in the mesh. I love that it's stretchy. It really grips things in. It's this nice, stretchy, soft mesh. My favorite kind of mesh, personally. That Bellroy uses in a lot of other stuff. And yeah, very soft fabric on the inside here, so laptop feels good and protected. Now, when I have my laptop out of the coffee shop or desk or whatever, one thing I notice is when I'm pulling this thing around, sometimes I will accidentally lose gear out of it, like so, because I just don't zip it up. And typically I don't have anything else in my laptop sleeve, so I'm just kind of, picking it up and moving it wherever when it's unzipped. But when you have this thing filled out, you want to be a little bit more careful. Like I said, that mesh really grips most things in pretty well, but if you have anything free floating in this front area, you're going to want to be mindful of it as you're shifting this around. All right, so a quick note on packability and how this compares to other traditional sleeves. I would say like this one from Alpaca is pretty standard. It's like very standard to like an in-case neoprene sleeve. You can see that profile. It's quite thin, small. There's not as much padding, but this Bellroy Laptop Caddy is a lot thicker. There's a lot more padding. And you've got this front part. I'll just compare the back sides together. Like even at that back part, you can see that there's a lot more padding. So you're gonna have more protection. So it's good as a standalone. It's better as a standalone than the Alpaca. However, if you are packing this into a laptop sleeve, which I know a lot of us do, and oftentimes I'm carrying a bag to work, so I'd kind of carry this separately and it felt really weird. So when you slide this in, a lot of laptop sleeves are pretty tight, so this extra bulky space just does not work inside of a bag, inside of a lot of bags with a laptop sleeve. And that's something to really consider here. I don't think I'm quite the right use case to use this as a standalone piece of gear. And like I said, I almost like dropped it one time. So I'm much better with like straps or handles at least. And then with the Alpaca, it doesn't really have any because it's designed for your laptop to go in here and then inside of another bag. So that's kind of the difference. I mean, it's comparable to other laptop sleeves, but not really. This one's like a truck and this is like a small economy car. Then a quick demo of how I carry it. I'll either carry it down here just by my side like that, Otherwise, there's kind of a little hack that you can do here, and this fabric gusset here, you can kind of use that as a handle. It's a little bit shady, a little bit tricky, but if it's not fully packed on the inside here, you can get away with using this part as a handle if you'd like. For me personally, if there was just a strap or a handle on the thing itself, I just feel a lot more comfortable carrying this thing around alone. So there you have it, the Bellroy Laptop Caddy. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next video.